morning, Miss Daisy. I'm Vinessa. Thanks so much for coming.
Good morning, it's my pleasure and thank you so much for arranging this interview with me.
Of course. Did you have any trouble finding the office?
No ma'am.
Nice. I'm the head of Human Asset Division in this airlines. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too ma'am.
Have you prepared for the interview today?
Yes, I have a prepare for today ma'am.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Desi Ratnasari. I work for my old company for over 7 years, and in the last 3 years I held the position as the cabin senior, and one of my responsibility is to ensure that the safety and service protocol of the airline is adhered to all the time on every flight based on the company policy, and a part of this conducting performance check on the cabin crew and providing feedback where is the necessary.
Why do you want to be a flight attendant?
Ever since I first flew on the airplane, and I have loved the experience. I love meeting new people and helping others stay comfortable. I think this job provides me a chance to focus my interests.
What do you know about the role of a flight attendant?
I know that flight attendants provide quality service for the passengers and must also give safety instruction. A flight attendant must work with the rest of the staff to keep the flight safe and be ready to lead the event of an emergency.
That's nice. How would you handle a passengers who refuse to comply with flight attendant instruction during takeoff and landing?
I would repeat my instruction to the passengers in case he or she misheard me due to the cabin noises, and emphasize the consequence of disobeying a crew member. If the passengers still refuse to comply, I would seek assistance for other flight attendants. As a last resort, I would report the situation to the captain.
Great! Anyway, what would you do if someone afraid of flying start panic?
I would first ask if the passenger was okay, and if there was anything I could provide. I would reassure the travelers that anxiety while flying is common, and give some tips for staying calm.
What are the first things you would do in an emergency situation in the air?
If decompression happens, I will put my oxygen mask first and tell the passengers to put the mask, and assisting the other passengers after that. And if the landing emergency necessary, I will double check where the closest exit doors are and try to plan a few steps ahead so I can keep everyone safe.
It's the best way. So, what was your favorite flight experience?
My favorite experience was my first flight on 747. It was only a short trip, but I could easily see why it gets the nickname the Queen of the Skies.
Do you feel comfortable in new environments and situations?
I love landing in a new country and getting the chance to go to the local market, a new place and a new restaurant. Everyone understands the language of the food, even if I don't speak the native language there.
If two passengers were having double seat, how to resolve the problem?
If two passengers were fighting over the same seat, I would politely ask both passengers to lower their voices out of respect for other travelers on board. Then I will call the ground staff to explain the situation and check their original seat in the PAX manifest. If a passenger is still unhappy about their seating arrangement, I would try to find an open seat that meets their preference. If there is no seat available, I will ask if anyone would be willing to trade with them. If no one is able to, I will politely apologize to their passengers.
Okay, last question. What is your biggest challenge during your flight?
I would imagine maintaining a balance between safety and comfort is the biggest challenge for a flight attendant. In a situation where a passenger is panicking, it would be important to keep them and others calm while a solution can be found.
Thanks for the answer. I will call you if you are accepted as a flight attendant. Thank you for coming and see you.
You are welcome, ma'am. I'm looking forward for the good news from you. See you.